It was this song that brought Sydney teenager Ruel to the attention of Elton John.
And now something else that's brand new from Australia. A 14-year-old boy, really, you can't really say it's a man, but amazing track called Don't Tell Me. And this is astonishing that someone you're so young can write something so good. I give up.
You don't know me like you used to.
Elton John is a fan of yours. How spun out are you?
That is so weird to think, because he's one of my mums and dad's, some of his stuff was like the first stuff I was introduced to. Like, Crocodile Rock was like the first song I ever learned on the piano. I was like 4 or 5 at the time.
Elton was so impressed, he requested a meeting with Ruel on his recent Australian visit.
Tell me I'm not ready for love.
I thought he was going to be, like quite intimidating, but he was just like really nice, like genuine person, and he was really funny as well.
Ruel, spelled R-U-E-L, his actual name, was discovered at age 12 after his father sent a demo to Australian Grammy-winning songwriter and producer M-PHAZES.
I just said, "What do you think of this voice?" And they went, "This is interesting. Is it a he or is it a she?" And I go, "Oh no, it's a he. He's 12. He's like, sounds young." I said, "Oh right." I said, "How do you know him?" And I said, "Oh, he's my son." He went, "What?"
Come on, let it go.
Our jaws just dropped. He has this soul that's like embedded in his voice. It sounds like he's been doing it for years. Like, it sounds like he's been smoking cigars in Mississippi, with a shotgun sitting on a porch. Like, he's just got this rasp, this soul, and this grittiness, and it just makes everything he sings sound incredible.
There's no physical when you're forever young.
I've always been really into music from very young, because like my parents have always played it around the house.
We've got a pretty vast record collection, so he has sort of been submerged in that. So I think probably R&B and soul and jazz.
For the past 2 years, Ruel has developed his talents behind closed doors. But in June, it was this performance on Triple J's Like a Version that launched an international bidding war.
So keep me young and call my bluffs. Help me out when you say you stay. There's no rules for talk.
Like a Version was the thing that made it just skyrocketed. Like, it was crazy. His Instagram went nuts. He had I think 5,000 followers within a week. We didn't make a huge deal about how young he was. Like, it wasn't like the focus. The music was the focus, and the age thing was like a side note. It wasn't long after that where he was getting flown all over the place. Like, he got flown to London and then Los Angeles and met with all these labels and managers.
To go, screen's got to be really bright. Okay, now let's go back mid-range.
Yep.
Advanced chromatic, down a semi each time.
Going to the States for like a bunch of meetings, that's when I knew oh, this is getting real. Which is always the daunting thing, being in a room and in a conference room with 6 people, and you have to perform a few songs in front of them. It's a lot worse than playing in front of thousands of people.
So you're about to perform in front of a sold-out crowd at the Hordern Pavilion. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm hyped. It's gonna be fun. What's up, guys? My name is Ruel.
The music industry execs liked what they heard. Ruel has just signed an international record deal with RCA Records, an American label owned by Sony Music.
He's able to make these youthful songs that have a universal appeal, or he's able to talk about these universal feelings in a youthful way that still comes across, authentically.
Is this so uncomfortable?
Honestly, the sky's the limit for him. The limit for him is as far as he can dream. I've honestly never really heard an artist like Ruel, which is what makes it exciting.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
That was so good. Did that feel really good?
Yeah.
there's a part of us that go, well, we have to be really mindful, A, to keep him grounded, and B, to give him a childhood, you know, that's not taken away. His sister's going to keep him really grounded.
We're a bit brutal sometimes. Like, his head hasn't gotten very big yet, which is good. So we're just trying to keep him level and just be like, you're not that good sometimes. Just occasionally drop that in. So he's like, oh, all right, so we're still gonna...
I get home, most days I have a singing lesson after school. So yeah, I guess I'm having a pretty good childhood at the moment.
Where do you see yourself in, say, the next 5 years?
I see myself released probably an album or two. Just being happy for what I've done and making the most of the opportunities and the platforms that I've been given.